Movies, commentary track. Here on my left is Lauren Bouchard. And on my right,
John Benson.
Hello, folks. Thanks for buying the DVD. Woo! And this is the first episode ever of Home Movies, and there it is. There says it on the thing.
Not everybody.
So thanks for listening to the commentary track, and we'll talk to you later. Watch Home Movies. Here comes the show again.
I'll leave that little thing.
Yeah, that was an animation accident, actually.
Really?
Yeah, that was not meant to happen. That was not supposed to happen. No, yeah, that was you'll see a lot of happy accidents in home movies.
Look at your hair.
I know, it sticks out so much. Okay, what you might notice in this one is our voices, if you watch the beginning of the show versus the end of the show, I think our voices are way higher. They're pitched up higher in this one, right, Lauren?
You were younger.
I was younger, but still.
It's true, I was the same age.
Let me show you something. All right.
And you were the same
I
age.
have not aged.
Give you a little
But,
All right. Look at my arm right there.
I mean, I lied.
I think Coach McGurk's voice actually gets lower as the show continues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I regret it.
And,
Don't
yeah.
bomb off.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
That's called hard living, guys.
Yeah. And,
And
okay, look at Brendan's face there, too. You'll notice in the first episodes, I think he contorts his face, and, we haven't really decided on what, there's not a definite look, there.
Okay.
Play soccer.
But it switches, the character looks different each time, don't you think, Lauren?
Look at that.
I love it.
You like it? I know, I don't think it's a bad thing.
That's the woman from the Chiquita Banana. I got that on my chest. I'm an
And that ended up being who?
Shannon.
That ended up being Shannon. See, we had all these extra people in the background, and that ended up being characters later on.
All right.
I think you reused that animation.
Well, what we had was a lot of what you call money-saving situations where if we had a new character, we didn't want to design a new one,
That's Paula Poundstone.
and they used
Right?
existing
Yep.
characters.
Paula
So
Poundstone as a mom, and who as a baby?
Lauren Bouchard is the baby, and there's me.
Finish the preview
It's
for
the
my
most-
movie. I'd
Is
really
that you
like
as the baby?
Would you please?
That was-
Like a big celebrity did the baby.
No. It was going. It was going.
Brolin, I know, was up for it.
Going to be Brolin.
We auditioned a lot of people. In fact, I think
A lot of old character actors.
a lot of old
That guy who
characters.
played Dracula, remember the
Right.
30s?
That the guy who played the thief in Conan the Destroyer. You know that guy who was in Repo Man.
Right.
In a lot of movies. He came really close. Okay, here's the first movie ever. This is all okay, and this just so everyone knows that this first episode is totally improvised.
Yes.
There was really no script and no outline. It was basically it started out with
It was grueling.
it was, but
It was grueling. Remember?
yeah, I remember. Yeah. But
The
it
first 8 minutes of this episode we did as we were developing the show.
Yeah, it
We
was
did
pretty much-
entirely on spec,
Is it too early to
meaning
start
we
writing
were developing it for UPN, but they hadn't paid for it yet.
I think it's true that we kind of had an idea of how many characters there were gonna be, but didn't necessarily know who they were. For the most part, it was just kind of like going in the booth and figuring out the stuff as you went along, and doing. And Lauren can account for this: hours and hours of improvising and editing.
And who had the last laugh? Not UPN.
Yeah, that's for sure. Guys, don't do that because we might want to.
Oh, right.
Sell more shows.
Do is not do that.
But UPN
Women are
was
supposed
great.
to go on dates, especially
Do you remember anything particular about the UPN experience, Lauren?
and think of
It was great.
life and youth. I am absolutely supposed to go on
Okay,
dates.
Lauren's suffering from red light syndrome. John, do you remember anything from the?
UPN was terrible, right?
They were nice. You know what?
They were very nice.
were
They just
very-
canceled us.
Yeah, they just canceled us
Yeah.
after 5
Other
episodes.
than that, they
no,
were
I
great.
don't.
Yeah.
They,
No, but I mean UPN is terrible.
Soccer coach?
Yes.
As okay,
I
there's
didn't mean they were.
that's called
Love it.
that's
Love it.
called 5 different faces.
Love it.
If you notice, there's not a lot of animation or tweening, as they say, between the shots.
The jerk.
That's right. Signature look.
I was the same as Sandbox.
tell you-
Huh?
But this ended up being
Jonathan
there's-
Katz as Eric.
We pulled out the big guns.
Oh,
We got
right.
Jonathan Katz for
Anyone who lives within a tenth of a mile of the studio.
yeah, pretty much.
Got to
Yeah.
be in the show.
Anyone just got wrangled into doing this.
They were usually people from upstairs.
Yeah, people from the coat making factory. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All done in Watertown, Massachusetts.
Yes.
There's a sweat. It was a sweatshop that was above where we.
things and
know that?
found this.
Above where we recorded.
Yeah.
Bury that again.
What?
Constantly
Listen, I'm trying to watch the show.
No, I'm just saying. I remember the old. Remember the.
I remember.
Constantly getting raided by the federal agents.
Yeah.
And then remember we
went
up and helped and freed the hostages.
Freed the hostages. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
And then-
all the Boston men, the Boston police came, then FBI, the ATF.
ATF.
There was a
Everybody.
big standoff, and
Yeah.
then you. Oh my God, you were fucking awesome.
I'm going to bring this back on track, and I'm going to remind us all that when we were developing this first 8 minutes, it was we didn't know that the coach was going to be a regular character.
There's not a violin in that violin case.
We have
Right. Okay. So we didn't know. I don't think we knew anything.
We were just
I think
discovering.
we didn't know that I was going to be a regular on the show. I think. I don't think we knew anything. I think. But it ended up. But I remember the day that me and Benjamin we met. There was a thing we went to the night before. There was a party on Lansdowne Street. Remember with the Weekly Week. It was the newspaper thing, and then that's when I met you the first time.
Was I at that party?
And you were there, and you were on the phone the whole time. And
that was before cell phones too. So
yeah, you had the payphone actually. Yeah, I think it was
house
before
phone.
any of us had cell phones.
It was like Sardi's when you get a call, you bring your phone.
Yeah.
That's the way I insist on it.
So but the next day, I think
feel strangely.
I remember it being kind of early in the morning, and I saw you in the Lauren's backyard, and it was really sunny and crappy out. And then we went
and crappy.
and then we went and just started.
Beautiful and shit.
We had some
to go into this
coffee.
date with almost a chip on my shoulder.
And we started improvising in the place and with direction, and I just remember the
In his
the scenes
backyard
that
or here?
No,
What was the
not-
whole backyard thing?
We were there. I'm just giving atmosphere for the story, you know. Like we
Like
were
a
in
long
the back.
way to go.
No, but like you know, like
I woke
how,
up and then we went to a backyard.
how an
and then
author
we
would
took
do
the
it. Like
bus.
if like it's just you don't show up like with all the action. You get there.
That's me on the other end of the phone, by
Well,
the
I
way.
know, but you
Oh,
didn't.
that's Lauren.
Another character I thought was going to be big.
Okay, this is the big
I just wanted to say
improvising scene
Lauren
that I
has a
remember.
backyard.
Yeah, but it's
Annoys
This
me.
is a
Because I
backyard.
know
Oh, this is a
always-
great backyard scene. Watch this.
you dumb guy, huh?
This is a classic backyard concept.
Don't mess with me, all right?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, John.
No, but the thing is that when we first recorded it,
Yeah.
I don't remember much about that.
No, I didn't think so. But I do because it was the first time I really recorded with anybody else in the booth. Because I think I'd done a lot of improv before with Lauren, where I was playing a kid, and I was talking to my toys, and I was.
Was it for a different show?
No,
or
it was
was
for this. We were trying to develop this. So I was talking to my toys, and I was trying to give them voices and do different characters, and we were like. Then we came away and said, like, how old is this kid supposed to be anyway? Was he a baby?
You know what?
So we said, like, how about
Instead
instead of having him kind of do these little like sketches with creatures or whatever, why not put a camera in front of him and have it be like you know little sketches inside of the show that kind of amplify or parallel.
Have you ever held a baby and had it?
You just literally threw up,
Oh yeah.
which is amazing.
I just get emotional
Right
when I
in
start
your-
talking about episode 1. And
I'm
there's
struck by how much the show is about the baby.
I know. Well, you know what? It was Chris Georginas was doing so much of the animation. I think he just
Seriously, I think I love you.
all he cared about was babies. Like he had just had babies, right? Didn't he have
Did
like
he just have?
He had
No.
like 100 babies. He was like the guy was a baby.
He didn't
making,
have that
He was a
baby
baby
before.
making machine.
No,
yeah. But
He
had
had
like
sperm. He didn't have
everything.
babies.
No. He had babies
He had the
too.
babies in
No,
him.
he had the sperm and the babies.
No,
This
but he
scene-
didn't have the
this
woman.
Scene, you guys did not perform together.
This is
used the
you
sperm.
did yours
John,
on your own side.
You
yeah.
did your lines first, and then we got Paula from LA.
Did we refuse to work together? Is that?
No, it was just scheduling.
And just if you're artists out there, notice the use of red.
I can do a family that split up. It can be hard on it.
And lines.
It's like a very emotional color, and it was very.
And for you completists, look at what she's eating. It's
Yeah,
a shrimp and a goldfish.
I think it's a candy cane and a little shoe.
Really? I always thought it
Little
was
Charlie Chaplin
one
tribute,
shrimp and
yeah.
like a goldfish.
Hey, this is Jason's first big scene.
You
Oh, yeah.
for what I've done.
Oh, this is when we had to license the music. This was like the
No, that was episode 2.
Oh, that was the monster thing, right? Yeah. Okay.
Things take place. Okay. Right. Okay. Here goes.
Right. This is.
This is my first big scene.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Guard.
Yes.
Hello, guard.
Hello.
I could use some water and some bread, for I haven't had any in weeks.
I think our voices
Oh, that
sound
is a
like.
big scene.
Yeah.
Did you hear my stomach?
Pretty awesome, big scene.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my stomach.
I lost a lot of weight.
So the show really, because when I remember coming in,
French.
Yeah.
Yes. Here in
did we do?
France.
What did we do?
You and I
the
did. Okay,
coach
here's what
first,
I
and then
remember.
you-
The things that I remember on the first day that you and I ever recorded, ever talked to each other in front of microphones, was the first scene with the
This is
tattoos.
small.
Remember that? And the other thing I remember was the you coming over to date my mom,
Yeah.
and that was when we kind of like I think.
Sorry.
And at that point, it seemed like that was almost how Brendan and McGurk met. And after that, after they got the mom thing out of the
So
way,
long
they
ago.
ended up.
Yep.
So long ago.
There were
guys.
2 people who aren't here who
Guys,
contributed to that.
guys.
It was a while ago, yeah.
So long
Okay,
ago.
it was a while ago. All right,
Let me
fine.
Let me tell.
Can I
Let him
have
tell
one
a
moment
story.
Let me tell the
of
story.
Let him
of
tell. Let him
nostalgia?
tell a story.
you would support.
Let him talk.
tell one story.
Let him tell.
Fine.
More.
I just
I consider
okay.
mine to kind of twist him in the direction.
Oh, you know what I was gonna say?
Coaching's all
Make a
about.
point. Be nostalgic.
Oh no.
The kids into doing.
I forgot.
You don't want to do.
I remember when I
forgot.
negotiated how much I was going to make with you in a bar.
I'm not supposed to mix it
I
with
remember
rice,
that.
but I'm gonna make
Remember, Lauren was actually
Right, it
Lauren
was in
was
a
kind
bar
of like
in
acted as
the
your,
field.
you
The field
acted
in
kind of like
Central
acted as our
Let everybody
agent
gather around.
and was the worst negotiator
Who
ever.
I was?
We did wrong on Friday.
Whoopee!
Hey, let's talk about Melissa because she's not
Oh, yeah.
here, and
Melissa-
she should be.
She should be here, but Melissa is. It was. I remember the first time I went in there, and okay, I met Melissa when you brought me in.
Why didn't we have Melissa? We should fly her here.
It's too late, John. It's just simply too late.
That's true, and we're also in Athens, Greece, by the way. We didn't
Yeah,
even
I know.
mention that. We
Olympics
insisted on doing this
2004.
You watch your mouth.
because we all wanted to see the
Well, we're trying to
Olympics.
get some people out here. Not a lot of people
Dressing the
showing up.
team.
Anyway,
Plus, I have a boat.
let's not put a time.
Hey,
Let's not put a
everybody,
date on
guess
this
what?
DVD
The girl's
because it's
come
gonna.
after your mom.
Well, it could be any Olympic year.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, good.
I just said the
It's
Olympics.
Olympic time.
Let's
I did
talk
say
about-
Greece. I did
Let's
say
talk
Greece.
about
It could have
Melissa.
been.
I want to talk about
Okay.
Melissa
It could be
because
either 1896.
Okay, this is
or
the end of the
2004.
8-minute.
That's
clip.
right.
Right, this is the end of the
That's right.
8-minute clip that we
point.
first
After we showed this, 8 minutes, we got the gig.
And we got the gig, right? For 5 episodes of home movies.
Yep. So everything you see here is an
Just like-
attempt to finish
Possibly
the first episode.
Yeah, we were done with it. We kind of like I think we
Scramble.
felt like it was finished, and then we were like we have to write more.
So
of
what
the
was
story.
the home movies? What?
Oh, so I met Melissa when I went in and kind of auditioned. Basically, I brought my comedy notebook, and you said like I remember being on the other side of the thing, and you were like seeing like because you had the opportunity to put the show together, and you put me in the booth. I remember that, and I just started kind of talking and going through just like crappy jokes. And
So you had a comedy notebook.
oh, I started keeping one, but
I might be falling in love.
yeah, it's a yeah. So and then I just started reading from it. And I felt like I was in there for about 5 hours, and I was just running out of stuff to say. And I remember meeting Melissa that day, and she was a sassy lassie. That's all I can remember. She had little pointed glasses on and sitting on the thing, and she was eating a bagel. And
say that
Oh,
word.
she was Jewish.
and we fell in love.
Forget
It was the
about
most Jewish thing she could have possibly been doing. It was adorable.
This is so good.
Melissa, who's not here and should be.
Why?
What? Oh.
Just give me the
Was so funny with you guys that she earned herself a spot in the show. She was
Yeah,
so.
she was very.
Was she not initially going to be in the show?
She
I don't
was
think we
initially
thought.
helping us.
For those of you guys who don't know
And boy,
Melissa,
did that backfire.
Melissa was
Eventually
working for Jonathan
backfire.
Katz as a
like them to
talent
just take
kind
care
of
of themselves.
coordinator or a
If you
talent.
got a babysitter who
what was her
and
job?
they do a good job and the kids like it.
Yeah, she was scouting
then
comics
I think it makes
for
the mother
For
look
Dr.
bad.
Katz,
No,
professional
if this is
therapist.
like the most
Right.
She had been
that-
Jonathan's
I'm not
assistant.
sure.
Yeah, and she'd like bounce around in
Are
other
the same
things.
rules with the babysitter as
I believe she was
when
a
you go on
fisherman
date?
for
Are
a
the
while.
babysitters supposed
Yep.
to call you up
Yeah.
and
Construction
say,
worker?
"It was really
Yeah,
great"?
construction worker.
Yeah.
She was in the Perfect
Yeah,
Storm.
no one called
Remember?
her.
Yeah, she was actually
She was the
only-
girl with the hood on.
She
The
was.
Perfect Storm.
have a bad
Girl with
Yeah.
hood. Girl with hood.
Oh, girl, and she was also in the movie.
Hooded girl. Hooded girl.
But I
She
think
was
I
in
would feel
Girl with the
better
Hood, the
if
movie.
he did one
Yes, and then that's how
.com.
she got Girl with the Hood, the movie. By the way,
Side of the law was
mind
the
you.
last of the films with that
And
title. You were wrong.
if you buy the
Coming
second
to see
season
Dark Side
of
of the
Home
Law
Movies
2.
on
Yes.
DVD,
Yes.
hopefully Melissa will be here
Yes.
doing commentary.
Just Melissa.
But I'm
Yes.
sure that she won't. Anyway,
Melissa and her bagel.
yeah. Oh, she's still got that same bagel.
Hey, Rack Focus.
That's not a real bagel.
That is
by the
Rack
way.
Focus, yeah.
It's like
This is
And number 2. Number 3.
Now pizza comes up a lot on this show because I mean, you'll
Because
still
America
notice-
loves pizza.
Well, I'll
Children,
tell you. I
children.
mean, I really like pizza.
Me too.
It's a nowadays. It's a real special occasion food on account of how fat I can tend to get. But pizza is really great. It'll come up a lot on home movies if you watch closely.
Bum bum.
No, but we
Oh,
were.
that's a very. If you look closely on that shot, you can see him scratching his butt 1,000 times.
No, pointing to his butt.
That wasn't
where the
scratching.
poo comes out.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's the that's the beginning of the scatological
Yes, hello.
days that I tried to end on home movies.
Ran out of new hair gel. And I didn't expect. Did I call you down?
Oh, this when the coach used to live in his.
Yes.
Yeah, this is I think we just made it that
Yeah, the hits
there
to
is
live-
a sleeping bag and he tends to
Camping
sleep
out
in his office.
when he's hiding out or ducking out or trying to
Yeah,
avoid.
A lot of
I
elementary
do
schools have
some
coaches
camping
who
sometimes, and occasionally I'll
coach soccer.
camp right
We had to go out and
Lot of
rent. Do you
soccer
remember that
sessions.
this whole scene was animated a different
Coaches
color?
who
It was
live
all gold and pinks
The
and
reason I
yellows.
came here, Mr.
Listen,
before you
And we had to
say
redo it because they're like, like, why does he have such a girly,
clear the air
like,
about your mom?
metrosexual kind of?
Well, I know we had a little difficult time in
We
practice.
also never went back to this
happen
level.
again.
And we never did. No, no. I think we had his own office. When I remember when he was trying to get the.
Wait a minute.
What do you call
Before
it?
you go, shut up, Brendan, for 1 second, all right? Let me apologize to you.
I remember there being something. I don't know if it was this
know that
exact
everything's
location.
fine. We can continue to have a good relationship.
But this is the first time we ever had the water bucket.
And the first and last time we ever have a mouse. Ready?
There's no one can
It's
play
coming
soccer.
up.
Well, there was a
I think.
live mouse in the first half of this episode.
I know.
I mean, a dead one, and then
This is a live one, and then we never hit him
a
again.
lot of people write in and ask me, is that the same mouse? Was that mouse pronounced dead, the first one? And the answer is, I'm afraid.
But then I knew what happened with your mom was
I
wrong.
swear
It's the
to
saddest
God,
thing
I
that I
have
can-
never watched a full episode of Home.
I'm sure that that's actually, I'm actually totally sure.
Except I think once at a home movie party.
I'm off women
This,
together.
okay, the squiggling. Okay, let's talk about the squiggling because this is clearly squiggling a lot, and it's giving me a migraine. Like I'm not joking. It's like it hurts my face to look at this thing.
I like it. You know what? Here's what the
No, but
squiggling that
there's
we
some
did
like in the
this
background.
season-
Okay, see how it's more chunky
I think it's like-
squiggling.
The squiggling mouse. The squiggling.
Yeah, that's a mouse.
In this
Wow, you-
in home
Lauren.
movies
He's a mouse.
was-
So on it.
was
So on it.
toned down from
And-
Dr. Katz.
oh,
You remember
mouse
that?
eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
This squiggling was supposed to be.
It's more like a limerick.
Yeah, this is supposed to be less squiggling than Dr. Katz.
I wish I could read
There's
it
a
to
little
you.
bit more action going on. I mean, not so much. I mean, there's a
More
running
animation
loop,
could
but I mean, not yet in the show. I think.
The squiggling is, I think, gives you erectile dysfunction. And it is
It's true.
actually sponsored by the pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah.
So they could sell drugs to promote erections.
Yeah, it's just a big.
That's
it's
what
a
this
big
whole show is
yeah.
about. By the way. You guys didn't even know this. This
Well,
is all
I had
It's Coach
I didn't
stuff
know.
that
I
only
didn't
the executives
know.
know about.
Hey, Mr. McGurk.
No, this whole show is about selling pills to
It's
people.
John McGurk, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach McGurk.
So
selling
that's
drugs.
Paula
Another scene
Poundstone.
you did not perform together.
Good.
Yes, I don't think you know what I think. Paula Poundstone. I performed with her in the room one time, and then I think
She was in Boston
the
once.
last
Yes.
episode. That was once,
Yeah.
but I think most.
And
of the
she
stuff
still
was-
insisted on not performing together. She did it out of
She still would go to a different location.
a room.
She performed with you guys after this first episode. Always either on the phone, ISDN.
And then I
or-
remember
or
UPN
both.
flew her out, and we did like some kind of like a
I thought that went great.
Oh yeah.
electronic press kit,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
so she
I
came
call
out
an
and they
EPK.
filmed
It's a party for
EPK.
Dilbert.
So I figured
It had,
I
it had an ice sculpture of Dilbert. Which, if you've ever seen that, you know what waste is all about. You know,
There's a man
you know that
sculpting
someone,
Dilbert out of ice.
some guy.
I betrayed.
Let's waste some money this year, fellas.
How much can we waste?
I don't know. Ice sculpture.
I mean, they made Dilbert.
That's a split screen. That's a Brian De
Then
Palma
they made
split
the ice
screen.
sculpture.
He
Then
has an own
that's
split screen.
wasted
No, he
upon
did.
waste.
He made it up.
No, he didn't.
That's
make it up.
ours. That's ours.
Great.
That's ours.
Yep.
We own the triple screen.
I love the triple screen.
Home movies invented
That
that.
had never been done.
Never been
in
done. Split
animation.
screen. We have to pay royalties to Brian De Palma every time.
No.
No, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Dennis
it's
split screen.
No. And then if we go back to triple split, the triple split is
I know a
it
guy
moving
at
now
Travel
referred to.
Agency who has
We have to pay them extra.
I don't know if you're in.
I don't know. We got screwed on that deal.
I think we should.
A lot of telephone talk on home movies. Why is that, Lauren?
Phone scene's always funny.
Do that
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'm not saying.
Phone
If you
Always
look, you can tell Brendan snuck in.
And there's a lot of
He was
there's a
kind
lot of
overacting.
if you
back
look
in
at the lines in any
Yeah.
scene, there's a lot of Masonic
Classes,
imagery.
They do a whole rodeo thing.
It's all hidden.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey.
Brendan, hi.
Hi. Hello. How
Put
did?
your mom back on.
She's
It's like that guy. Who's that guy who did the New York Times?
Really?
Yeah. How are you?
No, just
She so
burped.
abruptly gave the phone away.
Well, I told her I'd run
No, it
out
was.
with you for a little while. So we're
Hirschberg.
going to a ranch?
Well,
Hirschberg.
it's
Hides
it isn't
the-
really for kids.
Writes his daughter's name.
You know,
So what do you want to talk about? I got.
He did the animation for that
You know
scene.
what?
Great scene.
Jeremy.
That's a theme that comes up a lot.
Yeah, Jeremy.
What's that?
Jeremy never talks.
When I
Ever.
was a kid, I was on a soccer team.
And don't use your hands.
Experimental.
Guys, I'm exhausted.
Non-goal
I mean, I'm literally exhausted already.
You are.
Yeah, it's how
If you
much
wanna- if you
longer?
wanna take
How
5.
much longer do we have to do this?
This is the end of the first one.
This
Is
is
it?
the first. Look at the. There's
Thank
there's
God. That's a
countdown.
good way to wrap up then.
Okay.
I've
Are
taken
you
that.
tired?
Look at that. Look at that animation.
That was some actual animation.
Yes.
That was actual.
It's the first time anyone ever
legitimate
ran on
Yeah.
Soup
Do
to Nuts.
something else.
Yeah.
Get back in.
Oh, good
Formerly
show.
Tom
Good show.
Sawyer
Don't go in all the way.
Hey, let's talk about. Oh,
Stay
we're
right
at
near
time.
me.
That's
Should I
right.
jog
We'll
in
talk
place
about
or
it in the
something?
next one.
Yeah, look
Guys,
like-
Yeah, tune
I'd
in
like
for the
to-
next one.
Yeah, tune in for the next one. But we've got a lot of information.
cliffhanger.
Or that if you listen closely, with an ear magnifying glass, you'll hear us talk about the show. And you will learn, if you are a fan, you'll learn something about it. I guarantee it. So keep listening to the commentaries, folks.
Wow.
And wait, let's just silently let the clock run out.
How much
Just
longer?
kidding.
That's hard. 2 more minutes? No way.
It's like being on an exercise.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Who's
I
got
can-
the
I'll-
orange slices?
I'll buck up and
Yeah,
push,
just take it.
push a little harder for 2 minutes.
Take 2.
Here. But can I sit on your
Right?
Yeah. You'll see a lot of outline art in the background. I'm just trying to. That's what I'm doing is.
I didn't mean to deflate the. You guys
No.
can
It
keep
was,
going
what
on,
you
but
did
I'm literally
was
exhausted.
good.
business, but
I'm literally. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, no, whoop.
no, Brendan.
It's all right.
No, it's
That's Jonathan Katz. Oh, we've said that
I
right.
handled it the
That's John Benjamin. That's you, John.
Yeah.
That is you talking.
Get into the
There's me in the background.
Speaking of getting into the game.
I think I ended up doing that guy's voice later on, the coach. Who's got a lot of
referee.
stripes.
You were the referee.
Referee, yeah.
I hate this sport, Brendan. I mean, I hate this sport.
No, you don't.
What's that?
I hate
No,
this
I was just
sport.
thinking that we
Well, all right.
I guess
No,
You
that was
say
a classic.
you say classic line about almost every line.
But it's
Every
true.
line in the first episode is a classic.
Do you know that? Do you know how many T-shirts that Lauren made? I hate this sport.
Yeah.
With a hand-drawn Coach McGurk and tried to sell them.
I remember
in
UPN
Boston.
made hideously ugly T-shirts.
Oh, with
Remember that?
Jason
Yes.
and
It
was
Snot.
like the
People
one.
hate
It's like,
me.
you know what? It's always been like a
Right,
home
no, it
movie's
was like-
curse is the worst T-shirts in the world.
was
It's
like
like,
the-
I always say that you need a map and a fanny pack because you look like a tourist with these things on.
in 2
It's like
weeks.
the most embarrassing. Like who would wear the big Jason with Snot coming in? It's
Yes,
like
that
adult
was like
sizes.
the
You're
Frankie
like,
Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah.
the big-
XXL.
yeah, gigantic dress shirts.
Like
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah.
John Katz really playing the violin in this.
Oh, he really is. Yeah, that's right.
He
He,
brought it.
he actually plays that badly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You weren't bringing the violin.
Paula made
I'm
me.
playing soccer.
Play Freebird.
Freebird. That's
Play
a
Freebird.
Yeah.
Get away from my mom.
Oh, that's
Soup to Nuts made that show? Wasn't that before
That
Soup
was,
to Nuts existed?
Yes,
Look at
not.
all the credits. And, Holly Schlesinger was working on that.
Holly Schlesinger, big
Worked
part
on
of
the
that.
first. She did a
Big.
lot of editing.
big. Holly Schlesinger had the idea that Brendan's mom
Jack
should be going
Ferriola?
out with his teacher.
It had
Was that
nothing
her
to do with
idea?
that
That was her
episode.
idea.
Right.
And then it was
Why
Tom
isn't he in
Snyder's
that?
idea that he should be a soccer coach.
Wow.
I'm offended by the end.
Why?
I don't know.